Give us 3 minutes and we'll give you the world. This is Media Break with Bo Harlan and Rocky Crenshaw.
Our top stories at this hour. It's 3 days from blastoff for the OCP space tram.
Brewery strike sparks nationwide panic in Australia.
And this just in, Rocky. Tori Tolan, the so-called Wicked Witch of Wall Street, has successfully defended yet another of her trademark smash-and-grab corporate takeovers. We go now live to Martina Marks at the courthouse. Martina?
Right, Bo. Tori Tolan is the victor in the Cryonautics Laboratories case. Now, you'll remember that's the company which developed the new cryo fuel for the OCP space tram. Company president, Owen Merritt, had filed suit to block Ms. Tolan's takeover, charging gross impropriety. And although the judge was sympathetic, today he ruled that, in fact, Ms. Tolan had committed no actual breach of the law. There's Owen Merritt now with his executive VP, Jack Dixon. And here's Tori Tolan with her lawyer, J.J. Biddle. We'll try to get a word with her.
Hey, witch!
Not Jack. No. Jack, don't! Out of my way, flunky!
Hey, that's enough. Back off.
Keep your dog on a leash, Merritt.
What do you expect when you rob people of everything they've worked for?
Expect them to obey the law.
This way, Miss Tolan. I'm right behind you.
Ms. Tolan, what's your response to today's decision?
Ms. Tolan is pleased and gratified that justice has been served. Thank you. That's it.
Owen Merritt, this must be a day of disappointment for you.
This is a travesty of justice. Tori Tolan is a vampire, and she will destroy Cryonautics like she's destroyed every other company she's touched. And what about the people who've lost their jobs and their homes? Don't they count?
Bo, that's Owen Merritt. And he's a little upset.
Well, security isn't exactly adequate.
You're not exactly popular.
Tell you what, you be popular, I'll be rich. How's that?
It's getting pretty hairy out there, Sarge. I called for backup.
And just what does that mean?
It means backup.
They're animals. Desperate ones. Let's go.
Shock the flat line, then let's quit.
Okay, everybody clear.
Officer Alex Murphy shot to death in the line of duty.
Legally, he's dead. We can pretty much do what we want.
There's a new guy in town. His name's RoboCop.
Murphy, it is you.
Her husband was a cryonautics supplier. When Ms. Tolan canceled the contract, his business went bust and he went off the Windsor Bridge.
The court will consider that.
Sure hope so, Robo. Man again, Miss Tolan at home all right?
That woman is the most cold-blooded, vain, self-serving, egomaniacal excuse for a human being. She wants to blame us for the attack.
Naturally.
And you, mister, better watch your step. She's got the hots for you. She said that she thinks you are yummy.
Yummy? Perhaps she was expressing her gratitude.
No, I don't think gratitude is in her word file, you know? I think she knows special when she sees it, but she just wants to add you to her collection.
Yeah? Well, we'll see about that.
You want what?
Oh, I think you heard me. Either I get that machine or we don't have a deal.
RoboCop is not a machine. And besides, it's out of the question. He can't be spared. He's unique. He's irreplaceable. We need him out there.
Let's lay our cards on the table, shall we, Mr. Chairman?
I won't be threatened, Tori.
Your space tram project is a disaster. You're so far behind on the latest launch. If you don't make it off the pad by Friday, you're in breach of contract to your SatNet customers to the tune of 6 billion big ones.
It'll never come to that.
Not if you're topping off your tanks with cryo fuel, it won't. But that could be a big if.
That's blackmail.
No, that's business. Speaking of which, you made a tidy little profit on cryonautic stock. I recommended that, didn't I?
Oh, but I was just,
Acting on insider information. Last time I checked, that was still a big no-no. Tell you what, Mr. Chairman, you've got some decisions to make. Why don't I just let you make them? He'll play ball.
They always do.
So, Cryonautics is history. Tori Tolan can do what she likes with it, and they'll let her.
What should I do? Try and shoot her like poor Mildred Banks? Right now, I'm more concerned about the safety of the cryo fuel. I never had a chance to complete the tests.
Hey, if OCP wants to send up a space tram with untested fuel, that's their problem. It might even be better for us if something...
Don't even think it. If something goes wrong with that fuel, it won't be Tori Tolan who pays the price. Never is. Jack, here it is.
The OCP space tram was designed to deliver the final satellite uplink in the space information superhighway. But from the very beginning, it has been plagued by fuel system problems, which is why Cryonautics' development of a new cryo fuel was seen as the salvation of the program.
And this Friday's launch is especially important since, for the first time, the space tram will blast off with a 4-man crew. Here's Martina Marks.
I'm here in the Cryonautics lab with Eric Marley, the only engineer to remain with the cryofuel project under the new Tori Tolan regime. Why?
Well, someone had to stay on at this crucial stage. Space tram launches in 3 days, and I just felt responsible.
So you do see these last few days before the launch is...
How's you rat? He sold us out.
It's a manned mission. The safety of our 4
Like
brave
to wring his neck.
Violence never solves anything.
Not that they're in any danger, of course.
I understand the cryofuel has passed all performance tests with flying colors.
Absolutely. The space tram crew will have a smooth and trouble-free ride.
You're lying, Eric. He is flat out lying.
Thanks, Martina. We'll be back with
Jack?
a media break special report on the space tram.
Jack?
This.
Who are you? What do you want?
You, Marley. I want you to give your boss a message. Stay away from me. Don't come any closer.
Silent Alarm, Cryonautics Labs, 441 North Hartley. Repeat, Silent Alarm, Cryonautics Labs.
You don't fool me. I know who you are. The police will be here any minute.
Yeah? Then I better make it worth your while, huh? Oh, what do we have here?
Hold it, punk. Step away from that man.
Sure. Whatever you say.
Stop.
There. All set. You know this replacement unit cost over $200,000? And the way you go through parts, we should get them wholesale. But of course we can't get them wholesale because they gotta come from Japan. And according to the NORPAC Treaty, the price agreement cannot be violated, even though the Japanese contractor is our own subsidiary. Anyway, you don't care about that, do you?
Oh, that's a great system you got there, Robo. Got a few parts I wouldn't mind trading in.
Hey, Sarge, what did Eric Marley have to say?
He claims he can't identify his attacker.
What? I don't buy it. Had to be someone he knew, one of the old Cryonautics gang out for some payback.
The man knew the access code to the security door.
Yeah, but why would Marley cover up?
You tell me. Robo, when Charlie's finished with you here, report to Tori Tolan's office. She needs a babysitter.
Oh, please.
Don't say it,
oh,
Maddie.
Sarge,
Don't.
Come on.
Meanwhile, let's just hope our criminal population decides to take a few days off. Otherwise, we'll get swamped again, and I'll be up to my neck in lunatics as usual, and that means more memos.
So, what's Tori Tolan like?
She is a troubled woman.
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
Well, then what do you say, Robo? Maybe I should prime your defenses while I'm here, huh? Huh.
And you're sure it was Owen Merritt's stooge, Dixon?
I know his voice. And he definitely knew what was on that printout report.
What was on that printout report?
A chart indicating the instability of the cryofuel under pressure. Still tends to crystallize after 10 hours.
What do you mean tends to? Are you talking certainty or just speculating?
Well, we need more information.
Well, then test again.
Well, yes, of course. But OCP should be informed. The space tram launch has got to be postponed.
No, not yet.
But it's just 2 days away. The crew.
You heard what Miss Tolan said. Retest. We'll handle the politics from here. Come. I'll see you out.
Eric, how serious is this instability?
Very. And 2 days? It's not enough time.
Where's the printout now?
It's in a safe place.
Good. Destroy it.
Whatever you say.
could be a problem.
Oh, I don't think so. These people are always overcautious.
But if Merritt and Dixon put the word out...
Who'd believe them? They're losers. They lost in court and they're fighting back with lies. They beat up Marley and they probably set that old woman up to take a shot at you.
We can't prove that.
We don't have to.
Yes?
Someone to see you.
Who is it?
RoboCop reporting for duty. As ordered.
I feel better already.
No, I didn't know Eric had been attacked. That's terrible.
And you have no idea who might have done it?
Pretty much on my own these days. I'm just trying to pick up the pieces. I founded Cryonautics, you see. I nurtured it. I watched it grow. It was kind of a dream come to life.
How did you manage?
How did I manage to lose it all? I needed capital to develop the cryofuel, so I went public. It was a fatal mistake with Tori Tolan circling, especially after she got OCP's backing.
And why did they give it to her?
She promised them what I wouldn't. Immediate delivery of the fuel for their space tram.
Are you saying it's unsafe?
At least untested.
That's a pretty serious charge with the launch 2 days off. Did you tell anyone this at OCP?
It's hard to tell people what they don't want to hear. You brain-dead idiot. So that's how you hurt your hand. Eric Marley.
This holier-than-thou routine is getting stale, Owen.
Yeah, I agree, Jack. In fact, I couldn't agree more. It's time to move on. For both of us.
You know what your problem is? You accept losing. I don't. And I never will.
Incredible. There's just so much I want to know. I mean, where do I begin?
My prime directives are to serve the public trust, protect the innocent, uphold the law.
But who are you? I mean, how do you function?
Maybe he comes with a manual, like a toaster.
He's just jealous.
There's a Mr. Dixon on the line.
I'll take it here. What?
Where's your boss, flunky?
None of your business.
All right, I'll make this short and sweet. I know enough to blow your OCP deal wide open. But what I know and what I tell, that's up to you.
What is this, a shakedown?
I'd call it getting my share. That's a concept you should understand, Biddle.
How does Merritt fit in?
Don't worry about him.
Look, I can't talk about this on the V phone. Be downstairs, garage rough. 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock it is.
fact is, I've made a lot of money, and people resent it. I mean, should I feel guilty for being successful?
If one is honest, there is no need for guilt.
Well, exactly. I knew we'd get along. JJ, are you coming with us?
Of course, my dear. I'm just gonna go try and find our driver.
What's wrong?
It is a bomb.
Look, that's him! That's the man who did it! Stop! Stop, bro! Shoot! It's Jack Dixon! You bastard! You can't pin this on me! I thought he had a gun.
Hit this.
Headline stories we're watching.
Contaminated caviar turns Manhattan's Upper East Side radioactive.
Pilgrims to Manila's Marcos Shrine report miracle cure for bunions.
And closer to home, Bo, the second assassination attempt on cryonautics head Tori Tolan has cast a pall over tomorrow's space tram launch. But the chairman of OCP says the show must go on.
We're shocked and outraged by these attacks. But as I've assured Ms. Tolan, Omni Consumer Products' commitment to the space tram will not be impeded by a few deranged criminals.
Up next, Shanghai Fun Park Chairman Maoland ends its first year in the red.
So you're telling me you had no idea Jack Dixon was going to plant a bomb under Tori Tolan?
Jack Dixon couldn't change a fuse. The idea that he could somehow manufacture a bomb.
I don't seem to be getting through to you, Mr. Mayor. We know he planted the bomb. The question is, did you help him?
Of course not. Now, Jack and I parted company as soon as I learned of the assault on Marley. From the detective here.
Yes, but you covered that up deliberately.
Look, Jack was a hothead, not a killer. He'd had his spree. There was no point in getting him in any more trouble. Or so I thought.
Sarge.
Wait here.
Just doesn't hang together.
You telling me he's lying through his teeth?
No. I mean the bomb thing. What Merritt said is true, okay? Dixon had no background in weapons or explosives.
But he had the detonator.
No. Biddle said he had the detonator. That was Murphy's report.
Murphy also reported the man's voice
It was
stress.
inconclusive. Sarge, come on. Biddle is the lawyer working for Tori Tolan, right? He used to work for the National Security Agency. The guy lies for a living, okay? That's why Murphy couldn't read him.
Madigan.
No, Sarge, listen to me. We all wondered why Eric Marley couldn't finger his attacker, right? He had to know Jack Dixon, mask or no mask, but he covered up because Dixon found something out.
Like what?
It had to involve the cryofuel. Merritt said to me, it's not the sure thing it's supposed to be, and the space tram is supposed to take off tomorrow.
Yeah, but Merritt lost his company. The man's got an axe to grind.
Okay, but if anything he said is true, Tori Tolan...
Now, just stop it right there, Madigan. We all know how you feel about Tori Tolan, but let's remember something, shall we? She's the victim here.
Is she?
What is that supposed to mean?
I'll get back to you.
Tori, my God, what they're doing to you. I mean, are you okay?
Oh, yes, I'm still in one piece, thanks to a certain party.
Honey, you're just being so brave.
Well, they tell me you can't take it with you, but if I can't take it, I'm not going.
Oh, Tori, you're just incorrigible.
Seriously, though, cryonics stock, it's about to skyrocket, due to the space tram thing. You get in, you get out, you make some nice change. Though I probably shouldn't be telling you that in front of a certain cop. Just kidding.
Let's do lunch.
Ciao.
The purchase of stock based upon privileged information is a crime.
Oh, privilege, smivilege, it's business. Lighten up.
I will have to report it.
Well, you do what you have to do. And stop giving me those looks of yours. I know you'd rather be out there whacking bad guys, but you're not. You're with me, okay? And it might not be a bad thing. I mean, you might actually learn something. You're a nice guy, Robo, but you could really use an education in the ways of the world.
I know the world.
Excuse me, but how could you? You're programmed. Everything's either or with you, right or wrong, black or white. Life isn't like that. It's somewhere in between, in the gray. That's where the deals are made. I don't want to insult you.
I am not insulted. I am programmed. And so are you. The difference is my program has higher standards.
Well, thank you so very much.
You're welcome.
Yes, who is it?
Mr. Marley, Detective Madigan, Metro South.
This is a restricted area. I'm sorry. I'm very busy. We're severely understaffed, and the space tram...
That's what I want to talk to you about. We're hearing reports that your cryo fuel may not be fully ready for the launch tomorrow.
Ridiculous. Who told you that? It's nonsense. It's
hardly a matter for the police department, is it, Detective Madigan?
Well, it is if there's a fraud being perpetrated against OCP.
Do you have evidence of this?
I'm not in the position to discuss that right now.
I see. Owen Merritt. I find it amazing that he still retains credibility with you people. Does the chairman know what you're up to?
Ask him.
Oh, I will. But in the meanwhile, as Mr. Marley said, we're very busy.
Well, thank you for your time.
Where's that printout?
I destroyed it, as you said.
Good. Because if it got into the wrong hands, there'd be hell to pay. Pure hell.
A Catholic, a Protestant, a Muslim, and a Jew, together, headed for heaven. Join me, Humberto Ortega, tomorrow morning for a very special salute to the brave men of the OCP space tram. 4 faiths, 1 mission. Only in America.
Oh, God.
The cryo fuel is being delivered as we speak.
Good. I'm not going to relax until that space tram is off the pad and on its way.
I understand, Mr. Chairman. After all, we're in this together, aren't we?
Indeed.
JJ, what have we heard from Marley?
Nothing. I assume all is well?
What about this 10-hour thing?
Frankly, who cares? By that time, the astronauts will be in deep space. If the fuel does indeed crystallize, they'll never know what hit them.
My God, what are you saying?
Though I do suggest we use that 10-hour window. Liquidate some of the cryonic stock. Bryce is definitely right.
JJ, I do not want blood on my hands.
Since when?
How dare you say that to me?
Tori, one thing I've always admired about you is that you've never let your emotions affect a business decision. Now, suddenly...
What? I'm not the monster you took me for. Well, maybe I never was.
You're starting to sound like the machine talking.
RoboCop is not a machine.
I have scanned the building. There are no security breaches.
Well, thank you. That's a relief.
I am needed at Metro South. I request a return to regular duty.
And leave me not on your life, Buster. My God, I need you now more than ever.
Thank God you came. You were the only one I could turn to.
You left it a little late, didn't you, Eric? The tram launches in a few hours.
Don't the lives of those astronauts mean anything to you?
That's why I called you. For God's sake, do you think I want 4 deaths on my hands? I showed Tori Tolan the test results.
Then why hasn't the launch been canceled?
Somebody's out there.
Damn it.
Ow.
What are you doing? No!
Officer needs help. Cryonics lab. Request ambulance 441 North Hartley. I repeat, officer needs help.
Detective Madigan, come in. Come in, Detective. Detective Madigan, please respond.
Sergeant Parks? Where the hell is Sergeant Parks?
This is all I need.
There you are. What the hell is going on? I've just been told Eric Marley is dead.
I'm sorry, Miss Tolan. We're still trying to piece it together, but it seems that Owen Merritt went down to cryonics and the...
Looking for me, no doubt, since I seem to be target of the month.
Detective Madigan was there on a stakeout. Merritt surprised her and took her gun and went after Marley. There was a struggle. Marley was killed and Merritt critically wounded.
I just heard. How's Merritt?
Well, he's still unconscious, but he's gonna pull through.
Well, good. Good.
Are you all right?
I'm fine. Just got a little headache. Screwed up, Murphy. I screwed up big time. Gave up my gun. My gun was the murder weapon. That's real good.
Who was it?
It wasn't Merritt. I'd stake my badge on that. See, Marley opened the door for him. He was expecting him. And those guys were arguing, but I don't... It was the cryo fuel, I'm sure of it. I mean, Marley knew the truth and he finally cracked. And then who else would he call but Merritt, the guy that invented it?
Then someone else was there.
Had to be.
Tori, come here, listen to me. Look, we can't hang around here. We're not in the woods yet.
What do you mean?
Come on, I'll tell you inside.
I must go.
Well, wait a sec, I want to go with you. There's got to be some evidence from those field tests. Otherwise, Marley wouldn't have brought Merritt down there.
Doc wants to get a look at you.
Oh, come on, Sarge, not now, all right?
Now.
And so at long last, the space tram seems destined to leap from its launch pad and shoot for the stars. The big ship is being cryo-fueled now for the final countdown in less than 2 hours at 6 a.m. And so that's the story here at the OCP Astro Concept Space Center. Until our next live report, this is Martina Marks saying all systems are go.
That's what I like to hear. Go, go, go.
I'll have you fired for this.
Don't make me laugh, Tori. You're in this up to your implanted eyelashes and you know it.
JJ, have you gone completely crazy?
That all depends on whether or not we get away with it.
Wait, don't drag me into this. I won't help you, JJ. I won't.
We don't have time, Tori.
Look at this place.
You know, you really ought to visit one of your own companies now and again. Marley was reaching for this, which means he's hidden our little secret in one of these tanks.
My guess is this one. There it is.
I still can't believe you just shot him. And Merritt.
Well, we still have to deal with Merritt, but first things first.
I mean, at least with Dixon, he tried to blow me up.
Dixon couldn't blow up a balloon.
What?
The timing of that bomb was precise, my dear.
You were in no danger.
JJ, do you have any sense at all of what you've done?
I've destroyed the people who are trying to destroy us. Is that so wrong? We couldn't let them get a hold of this, could we?
I will take that.
Oh, I don't think so.
There's no escape, Biddle.
Well, you're a little overconfident, aren't you, Metal Guts? Come on. Put the weapon away.
I said put it away. Now.
You see that? Your champion's so decent, he won't risk your life. You won't shoot, but I will.
JJ, please, don't be an idiot. You can't hurt him.
Well, not in the obvious way.
Well, look at it. Frozen stiff.
Oh my God.
Stop! Don't touch him, Tori.
We have to do something.
Oh, we will. We're gonna make some ice cubes.
No! You leave him
Tori!
alone!
Tori! Tori! Hey. Tori! Don't
leave him alone!
No! Tori! Tori!
Stupid fool! What do you think of all I've done for you?
For yourself, you mean?
No. For you. It's a shame you turned out to be so weak.
Now, let's start again.
RoboCop!
Well, that's a pretty picture. Beauty and the Beast.
You are under arrest.
Well, that's a hard proposition for me to accept.
No! No!
What happened?
He went to pieces.
And we're down to crunch time. 5 minutes and counting before the OCP space tram blasts off into history. Stay with us as we report live from the launch of the OC.
Huh, what's going on? Tori, how did you break into Metronet?
RoboCop did something with his spike. I don't know. Listen to me, Mr. Chairman. You have got to abort the launch now.
Abort? I mean, are you out of your mind? Do you know what the space tram means to OCP?
Do you know what it'll mean when it blows up in space 10 hours from now?
Blows up in space? Tori, what are you talking about?
The cryofuel. It's unstable. The details are all on this disc. Eric Marley concealed them under my orders.
I don't believe it. You assured me.
I lied.
But why?
What are we, kids here? I was trying to make a buck.
Mr. Chairman, get me master control. I know they've started the countdown. That's why I'm calling.
Look, I'm sorry, okay?
There's more fallout from the last-second postponement of the OCP space tram launch.
That's right, Rocky. With cryonic stock plummeting, Tory Tolan has announced plans that the company will be turned back to its founder, Owen Merritt, to salvage what he can.
As for Miss Tolan's own plans...
Well, the material world is a wasteland. In order to find true inner peace, I've decided I need to seek out my higher self. That's why I've decided to join Swami Surabaya at the Himalaya Health and Beauty Spa. Have a nice day.
I just don't think she quite gets it.
These things take time.
Yeah, well, I still think she could use a little... I know, don't say it. Let's go, Murphy. Somewhere a crime is happening.